Hi everybody, this is Joe with Joe's Premium Firewood, bringing another fun-filled, exciting video. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about selling firewood and the different ways people sell firewood and how I sell firewood. And we're gonna, at the end of the video, or towards the end, somewhere in there, I'm gonna tell you which is the best and proper way to sell firewood. So, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome back all my loyal guys and gals. I make all firewood related videos. Sometimes I'm out cutting, not very often though, and running the log splitter, just anything and everything associated with firewood. This is my second YouTube channel because the first one was duped from me by scammers. I gave them my password, and so I lost that channel with over 3,000 subscribers. So if you hate scammers and thieves, please consider giving me hitting that subscribe button. I would appreciate that. Okay, now as far as selling firewood, I'm going to start out with how I do it. As you can see right here, this is what I sell by the truckload. I either sell level truckloads like this, this is what I call a normal truckload, or I do oversized truckloads, which is thrown in. Everyone is eyeballed. This, when it comes out, is approximately a face cord, and the oversized truckload I call a Joe cord, which is like halfway between a face cord and a half cord, or it makes a stack about 10 foot by 4 foot pieces, are 14 to 16 inches long. So that's how I do it. As you've seen at the start of the video, my inventory is in massive piles or random length stacks. So how do you know how much is a face cord? You know what I mean? When you're picking it up off a big, massive pile. So I use my truck bed to measure the volume of the wood. I also offer quarter truckloads, which is just one row stacked across the back. Half truckloads, which are 2 rows stacked across the back. As far as pricing goes, right now, my current price for a thrown-in level 6-foot bed truckload is $100 just for the wood, and that's a face cord. I will be raising my price on October 1st to $125 for this much, or $150 for an oversized truckload. All new customers who call me right now, I've been giving them the new price. So this, I'm charging the people $125 for the wood. I got to drive it about over 30 miles, and it gets dumped in the garage. So I'm charging them $50 for the delivery. So just for this load right here, which is a face cord, I'm getting $175 for this. After October, that would be the price now. That's the new price. So if they got an oversized truckload delivered over 30 miles away, it's going to cost $200. Like I say, and then I also I offer stacking, which I used to do it for free, but it just takes so much more time. And then a lot of people say, oh yeah, you can get an extra, but then it's like, no, it's like right here. Well, every time I got to take steps like that, that adds up in time. So I have a stacking fee, and I also now have a moving fee. Sometimes they want it like wheelbarrow to the backyard, and I charge $40 an hour for that. So this is basically like I say, how I do it. I measure everything. I know there's a variance in between truckloads, but I'm guessing it's like plus or minus 2.5%, or like a 5% variance. So with like an oversized truckload, I counted the pieces one time, and it came out to 261 pieces. That also depends on how big they're split. But even at a 5% variance between truckloads, it'd be like 15 pieces of wood maximum. I've stacked 2 loads right next to each other, and you couldn't even tell the difference. So, like I say, this is how I like to do it. Now another way, there are guys that go out there and they just stack it in 8-foot, 8-foot rows. They have posts put up, and they only sell by the face cord. That's what's called a face cord, and it takes 3 face cords to make a full cord. And some people, that's how they want to do it, and that's fine. But like I say, the stacks that I have are all random length, So plus, I can't fit a full cord in this. Some people have, dump trailers or whatever, however they do it, that's how they move it. But I have to take multiple trips with this. I sometimes can borrow one of my customers' trailers, but this is about all I want to transport anyway. So if somebody comes here to pick up, if they have the same bed size as mine, it's the same price. But if they have an 8-foot bed, it's going to be more. So a 5-foot bed, or they come in like a S10 or a Ranger, or a small size truck. It's based on the size of their bed. Not face cord. People call and say, well, I want a face cord. And I'm like, well, here's the pile, stack it, and then you'll have yourself a face cord. Or you can pay me by cubic feet. And I think my old price is $2.25 a cubic foot. So you calculate cubic feet, you measure the length, width, and height of the trailer. If it's thrown in, I think I go $2, and if it's stacked, I go $2.25. But I'm going to be raising that to $2.75 and I think $2.50 for thrown in on October 1st. Or no, actually right now, if they're a new customer. So that's how I do it. And then you don't have to worry about measuring it here, I'll be damned if I'm gonna stack it and then load my truck, to get it. The size of the truck bed don't change, and like I said, eyeball it. I go a little bit above the size just to make sure that it's, to make up for the wheel wells and the voids that may be in there, but it's usually not that bad on these shorter pieces. So then another way people sell wood is by weight. And I think that's mainly out of the United States, but I don't understand how that works. If the wood's green, it's gonna weigh more, so you charge more for green, so, and then you gotta have a scale, you drive it on empty and then you fill it up and then drive on. And so, but that's how they do it. That's how they do it. Then I've seen people sell in these big bags, and it's easy, but you got to have equipment for that, to load them, because this probably weighs over 1,000 pounds, and so you got to have it up in the air. And some people claim they're half cords in their bags, but we'd like to see that. But I think they're about the same as my oversized truckloads. But then, like I said, you got to lift them up, or you got to have like a dump trailer. I guess you could rig it with a chain and pull it to get it out of the truck bed. That, like I say, they could do that to get it out. I'm not a big bag fan. If you're on Firewood Sellers Group, you probably already know this, because on Facebook, there's a lot of drama going on about somebody's bags and how much volume it has in there, but I'm not gonna get into all that. So that, like I say, and then I'm trying to think of the other ways that people sell the wood. Those are like the top 3 ways. There are four ways: by the truckload, which is how I do it; by measuring out face cords, like 4-foot by 8-foot stacks; weighing the wood; or putting it in bags. There's probably others that I'm not thinking of right now. So if you want to put those other ways people sell wood, and I'm not talking about like in bundles or, I just want to talk about mainly, cordwood, not boiler wood, but just cordwood. This is what most people buy. So right now I'm going to tell you the best way to sell firewood. However the hell you want to do it, people are always telling you, oh, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way. It don't matter. As long as you deliver what you're going to say, what you say you're bringing. I don't claim to be a face cord. I say it's roughly a face cord, because I don't want somebody measuring it and coming out to, 7 feet, 11 inches by 4 foot tall and saying, oh, you're short of me. I'm saying a truckload level with the sides, and that's what you get, And if you want to stack it, or however you guys want to do it, that's the way to do it. As long as you're happy, and as long as you don't say I'm bringing you a full cord and you bring them a 20-foot by 4-foot stack, you know what I mean, by shorting people. So that's my 2 cents. I don't think it's really a rant video, but like, as you can see, I got to drive up hopefully my Detroit Lions do better than my Michigan Wolverines did yesterday. Boy, that was ugly. And maybe the Tigers can beat the Indians today. I know all you Ohio fans are loving that. So, all right, guys, I gotta get this delivered, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the next one.